Y'all are that scared of Drake? All of y'all got a team together and formed the Justice League to take this nigga down? Is he really the big bad like that? They use Drake name so they can capitalize off of this beef and get more people to listen to this album. This is not a Drake beef or diss album. Flacco hit it first. Okay, bro. That's not even like when Ray J said he hit Kim Kardashian first. It's not even in the same league.
Drake?
All right, so Future and Metro Boomin released We Still Don't Trust You. And of course, it's a lot of disses towards Drake, but actually really not. These niggas was claiming that they had smoke for Drake and We Still Don't Trust You. Hey, don't forget, we got the second part coming out. If y'all thought the Kendrick shit was so crazy, wait till y'all hear this one. And they got a diss from The Weeknd and A$AP Rocky, and that's it. These niggas had us thinking we was about to be walking into an onslaught towards Drake, and this album is not that. I just had to say that first. So let's get into the A$AP Rocky diss. Check this out.
Worst one, niggas in they feelings over women. What you heard of, son?
Niggas in they feelings over women. What you heard of something? So he's saying that Drake is what? In his feelings about Rihanna? And we gonna talk about that in a second, but let's continue.
Before you birth, son. Flacco hit it first, son.
He said, I smashed before you birth, son. Flacco hit it first, son. So Flacco is saying that he hit Drake's baby mama. Like that's all A$AP Rocky got. Is that supposed to move me? I'm not moved. Not from the nigga who's irrelevant as fuck right now. And you talking about an A$AP Mob fan. I used to listen to the A$AP Mob group projects. I remember when A$AP Rocky first album came out. But this nigga has been irrelevant since, I would say, long last A$AP. His album that dropped in 2015. We ain't gave a fuck about A$AP Rock music since 2015. From 2015 all the way until he got with Rihanna, this nigga was just the nigga who used to rap and wear nice clothes. Now he's living off of Rihanna's fame. Because without Rihanna, we wouldn't even speak about A$AP Rocky. Let's just be real. We wouldn't even talk about this nigga if he wasn't with Rihanna. And because we care about Rihanna, we always gotta see this nigga. And you're not that guy anymore either. You not the tough New York nigga. You went to Europe and them niggas turned you out. Not on no gay stuff, but you're a soft Euro fashion boy now. You shouldn't be trying to link up with niggas in DISS. And then you gonna wait to link up with all of these niggas. Cause see, that's my other point. This is the ultimate compliment to Drake. We have never seen a nigga this big that can only be taken down by the whole Avengers squad. These niggas gotta go get every hero from around the nation to come at Drake. Drake is really that much of a threat to y'all? Y'all are that scared of Drake? All of y'all niggas got a team together and formed the Justice League to take this nigga down? Is he really the big bad like that? Which even gives credence to, why does Drake have to respond? If this what they gotta do, they gotta get every nigga to unfollow him, Nav, Rick Ross, and all these other niggas to unfollow, and they gotta get Kendrick to come in, and they gotta get A$AP Rocky trash ass. Rocky not even a good rapper no more, bro. We've evolved. His bars still feel like 2008, 9, 10 when he was on Tumblr. We don't want to hear that shit no more, man. Just stay in Paris Fashion Week, bro. We don't want to hear that shit no more, man. And thank God that you can live off of Rihanna. Thank God that you're still relevant because of your baby mama. And Drake did mention him on the last album. Okay, fine. But let's just really think about it when it comes to the dynamic between Drake and Rihanna. Who here, based on Drake's history with women, thinks that Drake would have wifed up Rihanna? Take your love out of Rihanna out of it. Because any of us would say, oh yeah, I would wife up Rihanna. Would Drake have love for Rihanna to be his baby mama? Yes. I think he would have loved that. But do we think that Drake would have been faithful to Rihanna? What in Drake's history has told you that Drake is a one-woman man right now? Drake was never wifing up Rihanna. He never wanted your girl, ASAP. He would have liked to get her pregnant for the look. Oh, Drake and Rihanna had a baby. I think Rihanna was smart enough to know that. This nigga really don't like me. He likes the idea of us being attached. I would say that about Drake. I think he would have liked to be attached to Rihanna in that sense, having a baby with Rihanna. I think he would have fucked with that. But wifing her up, living with her, staying in a long-term relationship, that was never going to happen, A$AP Rocky. I'm sorry. You're the nigga who would have did that. He never wanted your girl. He just wanted to have a baby with her for the look. That's the truth. So like, don't think in your head that this nigga's heartbroken about Rihanna. He mentioned it because he Drake. He can mention whatever the fuck he want to mention. And we don't know the full behind the scenes shit going on either. A$AP could have been talking reckless behind the scenes. Who knows? But from what we've seen, Drake was not going to wife up your girl. Only you would do that, in my opinion, because you're not popping anymore. What, nigga, your career is done. It was a good look for you to have a baby with Rihanna because you have nothing going on. Nobody cares about you. You're the pretty dark-skinned nigga who wears nice clothes. That's not a look for Drake. It's not. He's Drake. You're a nigga who had a little hot run, but it's over. Two different types of classes. Now you talking about you hit his baby mama. Okay, like, I don't want to say anything disrespectful about Drake's baby mama, because that's his baby's mama now, but like, from what people have said, all right, if you linked up with her, that's not a big whoop-de-doo. That's not like Flacco hit it first. Okay, bro. That's not even like when Ray J said he hit Kim Kardashian first. It's not even in the same league. Stop it, bro. This is not your fight. You look very lame and corny right now, A$AP. And the bars was trash. This shit is weak. This shit is weak. You can't rap anymore. Hang it up. Okay? I care more about this diss than the A$AP Rocky diss. Let's get into the Weeknd diss. When they got leaks in their operation. They got leaks in their operation. Okay. Thank God that I never signed my life away. I thank God that I never signed my life away. So he's saying he thank God that he never signed the OVO. All right. Now, this is a long-standing beef between Drake and Weeknd, and every once in a while we feel like they piece it up, but it's kind of like Drake and Kanye. You like, oh, they might be cool again, but then they still beefing. And I'm not gonna lie, I question this beef. Like, their beef seemed feminine to me. I'm just being real. Like, it seems really petty. I feel like it's more about fame and, you know, niggas wanting to be, you know, more relevant in the game. Because you got to think about it. While Drake is still a massive force in hip-hop and rap, Drake is also still cutting into that Weeknd lane. And at this point, if Drake said he was dropping an R&B album or like a singing album, people would anticipate that more than a Weeknd album. And I feel like that's where they beef really stems from. I don't think that Weeknd likes the fact that Drake kind of cut into his lane and became this nigga who is in direct competition with him. See, it was cool when Drake was like just like a rapper. But then when his artistry started to expand and people started to accept him in the R&B world or the pop world, I feel like that really started bothering the Weeknd. And I wonder if Weeknd felt like that was done purposely to spite him. Because now Drake has kind of cut in to some of the Weeknd's sales, some of the Weeknd's popularity. You even got some people who will say that Drake put on the Weeknd, and I don't think he likes that either. I don't think he likes the fact that people contribute his success to Drake. He has always wanted to stand alone from Drake. I don't know what the personal issues between them is, if it's over like a girl or anything like that. But going back to my original statement, they beef have always seemed feminine. It seemed real petty to me. Because we've never seen any like real reason for them to beef. So this also looks corny for the Weeknd to say one of his most direct jabs towards Drake. When we know they've been beefing for years, you want to wait to do it now with a whole bunch of other niggas who ganging up with Drake. Going back to, you got to get the Avengers for these niggas to talk. For these niggas to say anything disrespectful about Drake, like they gotta have they niggas backing them up. Hey, come on, bro, say it. We gon' take this nigga out. Say it. That's how these niggas can get that's the only way these niggas can get the confidence to go at Drake. And you know what just hit me right now? Drake, you know the only nigga who hasn't dipped his toe into this corny shit going against you is Big Sean. Cause your boy J. Cole, he didn't apologize. He didn't bitched out. Go link up with Big Sean. Drake. Give Big Sean that moment. Because he one of the few niggas who is an outstanding talent in the rap game who hasn't like succumbed to this like, oh, let's go against Drake. Fuck with Big Sean. And I'm not saying, you and Big Sean go at niggas, but I think you should look at Big Sean and say, you know what? He is one of the few niggas who popping, who keeping it real and not getting into this messy bullshit. And as a nigga from Detroit, I want to salute Big Sean for that. I appreciate Big Sean not trying to jump into this and try to build his name back up, because this would have been a good time for Big Sean to do this, right? It looked like he trying to put music back out. He just put out a freestyle. He put out the freestyle, and then Kendrick came and kind of fucked up his freestyle, and that freestyle was good. But Big Sean could have said, okay, you know what will be good for me to get popping right now? Oh, let me link up and try to hop on this Future and Metro Boomin album. Nah, Big Sean didn't do that, and I fuck with that. That's some Detroit nigga shit. Keeping it real. I don't think him and Drake got any problems, but I feel like Big Sean is the type of nigga to be like, hey, me and that nigga made some good music together. I ain't got no issue with him. And even if it was an issue, we got good business together. We done made a lot of money off of music together. It ain't no point of me linking up and clicking up, because that shit bitch shit. And as a nigga from Detroit, this is some bitch shit. I wouldn't be surprised if Big Sean look at this the same way I look at it. Like, damn. Y'all scared of Drake this bad, this much. Y'all got to click up just to go at him. Really kind of sad. Now let's get into this We Still Don't Trust You album for a little bit. This not going to be a deep dive because I don't really feel like it's worth giving a deep dive. Number one, we thought this was going to be an album going at Drake. The first half of this album is a Future R&B album. That's why you hear The Weeknd on about 2 or 3 tracks. And look, I'm saving a lot of these tracks to my playlist. Just because I keep it real don't mean I don't like the music. It's only 2 tracks on this album that I don't like, honestly. And We Don't Trust You was fire. And We Still Don't Trust You is fire. Metro Boomin's production is fire. All of that is true. But I'm in war mode. And so, look, the first half of this album, it reminds me of with like Hendrix. Remember Hendrix, that Future album, the R&B? This is like R&B Future. And it's fire. It is fire. But this ain't what y'all hyped it up to be. Y'all hyped this up like we was gonna get into some things. You know what I mean? Now, the second half of the album, these 7 tracks, this is the hard shit. This the gangster shit. These last 7 tracks, or really 6 tracks, because it's an intro. This is where you get into the more faster shit, the upbeat shit. But even this, it's really not a solidified Drake diss until we get to Show of Hands, and that's the A$AP Rocky diss. So these was like 6 tracks that was hard. Really, to me, 5, because I don't even like the song with A$AP Rocky. It's trash anyway. I feel like they put A$AP Rocky on one of the worst beats on this project. So to me, it's 5 good songs, 5 regular Future songs. It gives you that 56 Nights Future. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's only really 2 songs on this album that are talking about Drake. I thought we was gonna get more of a like, we attacking this nigga, it's time to bury him. And I wonder if Drake had got a tip that this album was not gonna be what they hyping it up to be. It's not gonna be a lot about you. So maybe you can chill. Because remember on the Joe Budden podcast, they said that the diss was coming out today or last night. And I see some people talking about, oh, well, he got till the Weeknd to respond. To respond to A$AP Rocky and the Weeknd? And I know a lot of people say, well, he should have been responded to Kendrick. But I feel like he has reasons not to rush this. Kendrick is fire. But Kendrick is still Kendrick. He a little nigga to Drake. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. He can little bro Kendrick. And he do not have to take the Weeknd a singing nigga dissing him seriously. And A$AP Rocky dissing Drake is like when Joe Budden dissed Drake. We don't give a fuck about a response to him. So Drake still has time to drop his shit how he want to and when he wants to. And if he's taking his time and we heard that the track is already ready, he might be trying to put together a visual, a video. He might be trying to put together a stunt. You know, he might be trying to get some females involved. He might be trying to do anything. Because these dudes really don't command Drake's attention the way the audience feels like it needs to. These niggas are not, I don't think Drake is sweating at all. He might have like felt a certain way a couple of days after Like That came out. But I feel like by now, that nigga's comfortable. And I think a lot of people would say this. Drake is the GOAT. He doesn't have anything to prove. Like that's something you have to keep in mind. It don't matter what you think. It matters about what the world think. And for the world, he's the GOAT of hip hop. He's like LeBron. It could be a whole bunch of niggas talking about Jordan, but it's a whole bunch of niggas saying LeBron is the GOAT. And I'm one of them. Why does LeBron feel like he has to risk his life to prove something to a whole bunch of old niggas who worship Mike? That's the same conversation you can have about Drake. So while We Still Don't Trust You is a good album for just the sake of the music and for what it is, this is not a good we finishing off Drake album. So basically they use Drake name so they can capitalize off of this beef and get more people to listen to this album. And in the main scheme of things, this is not a Drake beef or diss album. It's not. Let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.